Hey everyone, welcome to another beer review at Nutmeg 2 Palmetto. That is I have an interesting little beer to share with you today. So, I don't know if they can be considered macro craft at this point, but they've been around for a little while. They're out of Colorado, not a little while, a long while. They're out of Colorado. You usually see them all over the place. They distribute far and wide across the country. And that is Left Hand Brewing. Now, before local craft really took off and you kind of just had a handful of big name breweries around the country that distributed all over the place that kind of everyone got familiar with their names. Left Hand was always a name that kind of caught my eye and I wanted to reach out and grab because it's a cool logo. It's like Left Hand, like what? So this is actually a very, very good one, and I'm excited to share with you this particular can. So this is their peanut butter milk stout. As you can see, it's got the big red hand on the front of the can. Got a bunch of little Reese's peanut butter cups floating around. From our hand to yours. I'm assuming that's the brewery slogan. This is described as rich milk, chocolate notes team up with peanut buttery perfection for a deliciously dark duo. Nice little punny description on the side of the can. Brewed on the banks of the mighty St. Vrain, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Brewed and canned by Left Hand Brewing in Longmont, Colorado. And this checks in at 6.2% alcohol, so it's not super strong, but it's not really a lightweight either. And it's 25 IBUs, which you think 25 IBUs for a stout, like sometimes stouts sound a little more sweet, they're really not all that bitter, so it's interesting. So why don't we crack this open and go on a little journey together. Well, as you can see, she's dark as dark can be. Nice kind of foamy head, little retention sticking around. Definitely get a lot of peanut butter in there. Get some chocolate. It's very, very sweet. It's rich. I've had this before, and it doesn't stop me from getting any more excited each time I try it. Let's take a sip. Another sip, as always. Striations, baby. It's funny with this. You taste it, and I know I was laughing about the IBUs on the can before because it's a stout and it's got a lot of sweet adjuncts. You don't necessarily think it's gonna be bitter, but it actually kind of does have a little bit of a bitter touch to it. It's not overpowering by any sense. It's definitely noticeable, but it's not overpowering. It doesn't ruin the beer. It's not totally like that dark chocolate type of bitter. It's kind of like a rich sweet dessert type of bitter, if that makes sense. Which I know you're all gonna say I'm stupid in the comments, like, why isn't that dark chocolate in here? No, it's hard to describe. It's strong, but it's not off-putting. You don't get too much of the chocolate or peanut butter in the flavor. If anything, maybe more of the peanut butter, like kind of way on the back end as it settles in a little bit, like it's going down your gullet. The kind of large part of the taste is already gone. It's down your throat already. You've enjoyed it or whatnot, and it's kind of just settling the aftertaste. Then you catch a little bit of the peanut butter. If you want more from me, as always, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos go live. If you think of any beers you want me to review, or maybe even send me something, email me, nutmeg2palmetto@gmail.com. We'll get in touch. If you want all the rest of my nonsense, go ahead. Follow my social media channels, TikTok and Instagram @nutmeg2palmetto. And if social media is not your thing, but you'd like craft beer and you want to listen to some adventures and hear some fun stories about local breweries and how they got started and how they're thriving at this point in time, go download the Upstate Beer Boys podcast on all your listening platforms. And until next time, we'll crack open another beer, we'll enjoy it, and we'll talk about it. Cheers.